For far too long, Scarlet and Violet 151's just been walking around this ring like it owns the place, and in comes Prismatic Evolutions laying the smackdown. Well, based on the reported pull rates and the current market value of cards 1 week into the release, what is the true pack value of these packs, and should we be paying these exorbitant prices? Let's get to it. As I do with every set, I've been tracking the market prices from TCG Player every day since the set came out to see what's dipping down, what's going up, and how the set is playing out overall. Obviously, this is an absolutely fantastic set. There are so many hot cards in here. We've got the artificial rareness of the Master Balls to chase down as well, so those are skyrocketing. Some of the Pokeballs are a little high, but I don't think that that's going to last over time. It's the Master Balls that are really rare and are going to drive that price for a while. In fact, though, some of them have dipped quite a bit. We'll talk about that Umbreon in just a second. But anyways, about a week ago, we got these pull rates from TCG Player. I'm not sure how accurate they are for this set. Obviously, a lot of us have been out there ripping a lot of packs and having some pretty bad luck. It is a very difficult set. I posted a question to them on their Instagram, which they have not answered. And here in these, they did 1,200 packs, as you can see at the bottom. They don't mention whether or not they got any God packs or semi-God packs, demigod packs. If it did, it would have skewed this data quite a bit, and I'll talk about that when we talk about the 1,000 pack value to show you exactly how much it might skew the data and how much it's going to change the value that you're going to get when you are ripping packs of this set. Let's say they got one God pack. If they did that, that would get them 9 special illustration rares, doubling the amount that they would have got, and also means that the pull rates are half or twice as hard as what they are listed here. So if they did get a God pack, and here it says 1 in 45 to get an SIR, it's actually 1 in 90, which based on a lot of our experience might be a little bit more accurate and more in line with Twilight Masqurade. So it's definitely a possibility. But anyways, let's get into the cards here. So that's what they're reporting. That's the only thing that would be impacted is those special illustration rares. Obviously, that's what most of us are after. Gold cards are still coming up. 1 in 180. Master Balls 1 in 20. And the Pokeballs are like every 3 packs. And nobody cares about the ultra rare full art trainers, so whatever. But they're coming up 1 every 13 packs. So here I have the price data. I've hidden a lot of dates and a lot of times, but these are kind of the most important ones. The 18th is when the set came out, or the day after the set came out. The market prices on TCG Player are very skewed on opening day, and even the whole first weekend they can be kind of skewed. But this is where we were at. I'm going to scroll down here. Let's just talk about the overall set. On opening day, a complete master set would set you back about $10,000, $9,545 for a complete master set. Every Pokeball, every Master Ball, etc. That was on Sunday. We had quite a few $100s in drop that was on Saturday. We had quite a few $100s in drop on Sunday. About $730 drop from Saturday to Sunday, which we would expect. By Tuesday, we dropped another $400, and it kind of stayed there on today as well. Even a slight uptick, but not enough that I would say that there's any kind of movement. We already knew that this set was going to be very underprinted because all of us that got allocations got very small allocations. Now, if you pop over to Whatnot, it doesn't feel like everyone got small allocations because a lot of these streamers have an insane amount of packs and they're selling them for like 2-3 times the value of what they should be. You can go online and get a lot of the collections for about double. So a $15 collection is about $30. I did have some luck this week going into a Target. It was a Target that had them in customer service. They were limiting to 2 items total per day. So they actually had some left. I bought myself some poster collections. You might see that in another video. So let's talk about some of these cards individually. We got I highlighted all of the Eeveelutions and Eevee to see kind of what their prices were doing. We got Leafeon, the Master Ball, dropped from 100 down to 70. Flareon from about 100 down to 70. Let's just not waste time. They all dropped just a tiny bit, not an exorbitant amount. The Umbreon started at $550. That has dropped down to $370. So that did make a significant drop since the weekend, bringing down the price quite a bit. Now these come up roughly 1 in 1,400 packs. Even if they got a Demigod pack, it wouldn't have skewed this so very much. So that's basically where we're at. I think that the cards look hot. I don't know that I'm going to sit there and shell out any kind of money like this to get the Master Balls. If I'm going to spend money, I'm going for the Special Illustration Rares for sure. There has not been much movement at all for the Special Illustration Rares. You can see Leafeon started at about 460, barely moved, 440. Flareon, 240, 230, 240 today. So really not much movement. And that the same is true for basically all of them. Sylveon, however, did drop from about 700 down to 575. That's still an insane amount of money for a Pokemon card from a brand new set. But this is the age of where we are right now, super hot. And then of course Umbreon, $1,600 for that card, dropping down to not dropping very much, not even $100 in drop. I can't do the math quickly. About $70 drop, barely dropped at all. Eevee has stayed the same, $225, and the Pikachu Gold card has dropped a bit from about $175 down to about $130, and that's kind of where we are now. A complete master set as of today is $8,430. So it did drop quite a bit from opening day as expected. I don't see it dropping much more. Hopefully it does drop some. We got new products coming out in like 2 weeks. But again, a lot of us with allocations already know it's going to be the same slim allocations all the way across. Yes, we'll be getting more product, but not a ton of it. Barely any of it from here on out. Hopefully big box stores and whatnot, sellers and whatnot will get more than us, but that's kind of where it is right now. It is definitely rough out there. So let's talk about the 1,000-pack value. Like I said before, I multiply the pull rates times the current market value to get, if I opened 1,000 packs, how much that value would be. So if we looked at a card that came up like 1 every 100 cards, I would multiply the market value times 10, because if you open 1,000 packs, on average, you should pull that card 10 times. So here we are. The value from this set is roughly $6,811.27. So how much value you're going to get out of ripping 1,000 packs? You're going to get $6,800 in value. By comparison to a set like Twilight Masqurade, right now, based on current market value and the pull rates that we know, $2,000. That means that a pack of Twilight Masqurade has about $2 in value on average, whereas Prismatic Evolutions, based on current market value, has $6.80 in value. So if you can get Twilight Masqurade right now for market price, $4.50 a pack, that is 2.5 times the $2 that you pay, or the $2 in value. So if there's $6.80 in value and you multiply that by the 2.5, that's a $17 pack value, essentially, to rip and get the same effect that you would from Twilight Masqurade. Does that mean that the packs are worth $17? If you think that Twilight Masquerade is worth $4.50, then in a similar comparison, Prismatic Evolutions is worth $17. And that's why you see people out there on Whatnot paying like $15 easily and not even batting an eye for these packs, because they feel like there is definitely way more value. And the statistics say that there is definitely way more value if you are ripping this set compared to a set like Twilight Masquerade. Now, what if the pull rates are wrong? What if it's actually twice as hard to get these special illustration rares than they announced? What if they got a God pack? So I can come in here and I can adjust the 1440 that they claimed and make it twice as hard, 2880. And I can apply that to all of the special illustration rares here. Now the pull rate is 2880. That's going to adjust my value per pack to $4.78 on average. And $4.78 times 2.5 is giving me $12. It essentially says that the packs are now worth $12 instead of $17 if you use that same comparison to Twilight Masquerade. It is a big difference. So to me, that means that $12 price, given that these possible pull rates, is not exorbitant. Do I like it? No, absolutely not. But it explains to me why people are paying so much. And then when people are willing to pay so much, that affects all of us that wish we weren't paying so much and don't want to pay that much. I refuse to pay that much. I ran around to Target yesterday. I ran around to all the Walmarts over the weekend, because even though I have a shop and got allocations of this at shop prices, it wasn't enough. I want more. I want to rip some for myself. I sold off most of what I got, and I did keep some for myself, but I still don't feel like it's enough. I'm absolutely in love with this set, and I want to rip more of it and not feel guilty about it. So I don't mind paying MSRP right now to add more to my collection. So what about 151? How does that compare? Well, the current master set is about $1,200, and as opposed to $8,500 for Prismatic Evolutions. And the 1,000 pack value, because the pull rates are so good, is $5,500, or essentially $5.50 in value on average per pack, compared to, what do we say, $8.60 value per pack for Prismatic Evolutions. And that's why Prismatic Evolutions packs are currently selling for more than 151. Time will tell whether it'll change. I don't think it's going to change a whole lot personally. I think Prismatic Evolutions is going to reign supreme in the end, unless something changes and they really print the heck out of it. And right now, it's just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. It doesn't feel like it. But anyways, that's how it compares. My valuation of 151 is still great, $5.50 compared to $2 at Twilight Masquerade. And but Prismatic is at $8.50, or even roughly around the $4.70, $5 a pack, if the pull rates are twice as bad as what TCG Player reported. We really don't know. So that's what I'm kind of seeing out there. I know a lot of you are still starting to get your packs. I know it's completely insane and very difficult to get packs for this set. I think it's definitely hurting the Pokemon market for the future, right? Like, my store is doing fantastic right now. Things are selling great. Other stores are having the same thing, but brand new collectors, people who just are in this for fun and having a great time, they're having a really difficult time getting any packs. I went to so many Walmarts and Targets that the Pokemon section is just a ghost town right now. There is nothing. Everyone and their grandma is buying packs because of the hype. I mean, it was even on TMZ, the hype, in a very unfortunate and bad way. It's not the message we want to be sending to the community, and to people outside the community about how we want things to operate in this But this is where we are today, and this is what I'm seeing with Prismatic Evolutions. It's freaking fire. Let me know what you guys think about these statistics and numbers. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment down below, and I hope you're having a great week. I'll catch you in the next video.